Hi, this is Connor, and this is
Phil.
we're from Nothing But Thieves, and you're watching Toasted.
Finally, welcome to Amsterdam again, guys.
Hey, thank you for having us back.
What he said, yeah, thanks.
You guys played some serious tunes here. I mean, before you started playing Spice Girls, playing Kiss, The Who, The Jam.
Yeah, we were doing a little 70s playlist featuring everyone from T-Rex to The Who to Tom Petty.
We tell everyone we're influenced by that, so we have to show
have to
it somehow.
pretend to
Prove it.
Yeah, pretend to like those bands. No, we were just we listened to loads of music before we go on stage, so we're just getting a load of songs together so we can get hyped up for tonight.
Hey, again, guys, welcome to Amsterdam. You've been here many times before. You're playing the Paradiso, which is a great club as well, and now you're here on tour with Muse. How did that get together?
Bit of luck, really. We're friends with one of the team in Muse, and he loved us and pushed for us to be on tour with them, and then showed it to the boys, obviously, in the band, and they apparently really liked us too. So just asked us. It was really that simple.
Yeah, I guess they like our music because they've given us a load of dates with them, and when we found out, we were just like, this is pretty cool. And it was our first load of arena shows too. We'd never done anything this big. Yeah, so
It was, you guys probably, well, you did a little wee when you first came on stage, guys.
Bit of weed.
no,
Wee!
To say, well, we are in Dam, you know.
We are in Amsterdam.
when in Rome,
I do
yeah.
have a wee. It's funny. I think we were pretty good, pretty calm, weren't we?
We're typically British, where you find out these things, you're like, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
And then you go back to having a
Too
tea and a
nervous.
crumpet.
We weren't psyched at all. I mean, come on. You walk here, massive production, you go on stage. They have the stage in the middle. Are you guys playing in the middle as well?
Yeah, we were excited. You know,
Yeah.
but you know, you get over it. We're really cool. No, joking. When I first walked on stage, I went on stage earlier in the day, and I did come back, and I was like, bloody hell, guys, it is a bit mental.
Yeah, I remember first walking into the first arena that we were playing in Paris, and you sort of just look up for about 10 minutes to sort of get your head around it, and that was a bit of a shock moment, but in an exciting way, you know.
Lots of good compliments as well from people around the globe, saying this is actually one of the first bands I saw play before Muse that I didn't want to stop.
That's nice, isn't it?
That's a really good compliment. You know, we've had that with a few bands actually we've supported, and it's really nice because that's the whole point, isn't it? You want to win them over in a really short amount of time. So I'm glad it's kind of working.
It's working, definitely. Hey, fantastic artwork for the album. Who did it?
We have a good friend of ours called Steve Stacey. He's a talented
Very talented
artist,
man,
lives
yeah.
in like Bulgaria in the mountains, something weird like that. He's completely out of the blue, but he completely got on board with what we had. We had this piece of art which was a horse and it was an elephant that were being almost being broken away unnaturally. Originally, that was what we found. We sent it to Steve, and he goes, "Well, how about we do the opposite and we have something smothering the natural cause, the natural animal." So that's what happened with our artwork there.
And it's not just the record sleeve. It's like a concept. You see it in the atmosphere goes on in every video.
Absolutely. Yes, the whole thing is with us is how something natural can be smothered by something unnatural, and that's exactly where the horse came from.
I think we've been like through all our artwork. There's a thread of like aesthetic. So you know, it's been constantly changing. But that if you put them all together, they work nicely, which was important for us.
16 songs on the album. Normally, we talk to bands that have like 10, 11 songs because the CD days are over, right? You don't have to write 22 songs to get an album full, so people leave it to 11. 16 songs.
Yeah, we did. I don't know. We just wrote for so long that we had so many tracks, and we recorded, I think, about 20 in the studio, and we were just so happy with them. We just thought, you know, we love albums, so we don't just listen to singles, you know.
Yeah, we don't also just hold tracks for like future albums. It's point of it. That's where we are at the point where we were writing, what age we were. And we wanted to give as much as we possibly could to the fans, you know, without doing like a 30-track album. Yeah, silly, isn't it? But
And then there's white vinyl out, I saw. How can you get your hands on it? Because it looks fucking killer.
yeah, I mean, you can get it from our website, www.nothingbutthieves.com.
Yeah. Actually, it's mbthieves.com if you actually want to go and get
Do
it.
you know what? I've never been on it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
no.
actually have a copy.
Yeah. No, I've got the vinyl. It's actually really important to us. I collect vinyl, and when we went to number one on the vinyl charts in the UK, we were pretty.
Yeah, that's really
no,
cool.
not really.
Because the other two albums in the top three were Royal Blood, who are doing really well at the moment, and Radiohead, who are one of our
Yeah.
favourite bands. So to be up there with them was really cool.
Radiohead is a pretty obvious choice for you guys to be influenced by, I think. But then, of course, I delved into your history, delved into all your tweets and Twitter feeds and whatever. Bands that I found that weren't as likely, I thought, Fu Manchu.
You saw Fu Manchu? Yeah, that's just.
Nothing but riffs. I think
yeah.
really aptly named.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Fu Manchu. It's just that kind of soul rock, dirty riff, Queens of Stone Age kind of esque thing. He loves producing that sort of stuff, and I love listening to it.
Yeah, no, literally, that's what he says. It's there's a few slightly weirder influences. I'm wondering what else you've got written down on there.
Caius, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
You saw that as well. You've been running through my tweets.
Oh, and yours as well, man.
yeah.
Oh, he's been
No,
stalking
Kai-
us. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say Kai's were an influence, but it's like it's just a great band. You know, all great bands are an influence in a way because it just shows you how to do it.
Yeah, they've got some really really cool songs. And it's there's something about that sound that we just all enjoy listening to as a band. So 5 minutes from the tour manager there.
Shit.
I know.
Oh man, I got shitloads of more questions. All right, Hostage. Let's talk about the album. I think Hostage is an outstanding song. I heard on the Spotify thing that it was really a song you worked on for a long time, right?
Yeah, Hostage was one that we.
It was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, it took so long to get right, didn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe you should work a little more on all the songs because I think that song is really out there.
Oh really?
No, we were really proud of that when we first came to it. Actually, started really electronic. Almost no real drums and guitars on it. We took it to the studio and took it to our band and really made it into what it is and into Nothing But Thieves sound. But he started, really, it was a synth lead, wasn't it? Synth line.
It was all synth
that-
based.
That song was really all about experimenting with my voice and about experimenting where it sits in different dynamics in different areas and being smart about it, really. Having fun with it. We just didn't think about it in that song.
Also, that
I mean,
song
it's
was
a
an
laugh.
like it kind of says, an experiment, but also with like loops. So we just would
Yeah.
have a loop, and we just like we'd get our session open, and we would just paste the loop for like 3 minutes, and we were like, look, let's just top line it, change the chords when we need to, experiment with Connor's voice, and see what happens. And that was the result of it.
Amazing. Of course, the most popular song of the album, at least on Spotify, is Trip Switch. Did you
Sure
guys 7 million plays, which is pretty nice, right?
Yeah, our Spotify does really well for some reason.
Yeah,
Pretty-
I think we have a lot of international listeners. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like he said,
I don't know. It's stupid.
Maybe the music is good. I don't know.
come on, we're British. We're like, no, stop embarrassing us.
You're gonna make us blush in a minute.
Yes, Trip Switch is cool as well. That was a bit more of an experiment. I had the bass line from listening to a lot of hip hop and that sort of stuff, Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Yeah.
So that's where that started. So we experimented so much in this album. Didn't really hold anything back, did we? Just had fun with it and see what happened.
Cut you guys short because we only have like
Fine,
30 seconds. Another song that I thought was an outstanding one, Wake Up Call. I was listening to the intro. I was like, what it sounds familiar somewhere. Is it Helmet? Is it Rage Against the Machine? What is it?
It's kind of a Led Zepp thing, isn't it?
Well,
for us,
maybe, yeah.
it's a big influence.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
I don't like comparing bands because I think it's off the point. But it is like to give people who don't know your music yet an idea of where you guys are coming from.
Yeah, I guess comparisons would be some sort of Jeff Buckley, Radiohead, Led Zepp mix up with
Yeah.
a tad of Delicacy from Arcade Fire.
Another thing that I loved on your Twitter feed is there was a moment in time when, for some reason, Justin Bieber's management sneaked him into all the cool magazines, and there was this big spread on NME, and you said, "Well, that's so much for NME. I used to love this magazine."
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yes,
ridiculous.
true that. Yeah, I was drunk when I tweeted that, but at the same time, it's
Drunk
true.
people speak the truth, huh?
It's true. It's something that I used to follow as a kid, you know. And if Q started doing it or something like that, I'd be just upset, but they don't. You know, it is a magazine now that's turned free that is going to appeal to the mass by having people like Ellie Goulding and Taylor Swift on the front. It's just not what it was. It's not New Music Express anymore, you know.
Hey, what holds in your future for you guys? Because you're touring Amsterdam again. You're playing the Paradiso, which is going to be fantastic. Any festivals coming up for Europe?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know which ones we can announce, but we're definitely back here. We're planning on also playing a headline show back in the Netherlands at some point over the next year. It's one of our favourite countries to tour. We get a really good reaction. We have fun every time we come here. So, that's the plan as it stands. Just tour.
This interview goes also out into the States. You guys have heading back to the States because you've just been there. You did Jimmy Kimmel, of course.
Yes, we are. Again, nothing I can announce yet, but we are heading there within the next few months, really. That's all I can say. But yeah, we'll be back for sure.
Thanks so much for your time, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you
man.
very much.